สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Nukpat Losalin Tepawan and welcome to Design Trip. Today we have a very special program for you. We're going to take you into the heart of Bangkok's Pratnakhon area in order to get a glimpse of the youth's talents and art skills in Thailand and what they have on display for us here. Well, let's go talk to our experts to tell you more about that. And now we're inside the Queen's Gallery here, and joining me is the Vice President of the Bangkok Bank, Kun Pakon Wanaptikun, who oversees the operations of the Queen's Gallery as well. Sawadee ka, Kun Pakon. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's an honor. Could you start off by telling us about your role here, what you do here at the Queen's Gallery, and a little introduction about yourself, please.
Okay. I'm the architects for the banks and help oversee all the design and construction of the branch and then the office for Bangkok banks. But as for the Queen's Gallery, I was involved helping renovate the branch. Originally it was one of the branch for Bangkok Bank, and when the bank decided to help build the Queen's Art Gallery to fulfill the design of the Her Majesty the Queen. We convert our old building into art galleries. At that time, we hired Thai Obayashi to help with the renovation and the design, and they use Japanese specialists on the art gallery to help with the design of the lighting and the exhibit areas.
Oh, why Japanese architects and designers?
Because we first of all it's our good relationship with Thai Obayashi, and Bangkok Bank also own 10% in Thai Obayashi, and
right.
Also they have been working with us on many major projects like the head office of Bangkok Banks. And we feel comfortable with them, and they also we are willing to work with us on a very tight budget.
Indeed.
It still cost 60 billion baht back in 2002 to renovate and refurbish this into art galleries as we see now today. But the building is date back to about 1977. The building was built on a plot of land originally bought by Kun Mitchai Bancha, who's a big Thai actor.
Celebrity, yes.
Yeah, big Thai actors back in 1970s. He bought this piece of land and intended to build a movie theater, which location is quite prominent on the Ratanakosin Islands.
Yes, indeed.
And but unfortunately, his untimely death from the accident during one of the movie shooting. So the land subsequently came to become property of Bangkok Banks. And because of the location right on the old city wall and across from Pompakan, the designer at that time decided to use the shape of octagonal, which is similarly with the Pompakan, which is 8-side buildings.
Right, it's kind of like a war fortress.
Like a fortress of turret.
Yes.
If you look from outside, it always reminds me of like a gun turret.
Yes, it kind of does.
If you look in the World War II, you see gun turret with this kind of shape.
Right.
But it's because it's right on the city wall, and it's like a big, so it continues like part of the fortress of the city.
Indeed.
I would like to show the typical floor plan of the exhibit area. The fundamental shape of the building is octagonal. So you have 8 sides. Basically, is replicate the Pompakan,
yes.
Because it's right on the city wall, and so this one become like one of the turret of the city wall.
Right.
The outside shape also look like a gun turret from the World War II.
That's true.
Yes.
Indeed.
But the building
here.
shape, because I think the original designer said that because it's right on the city wall, and also there's so many road around here, and then this building can be viewed from many corner, and it's quite on a prominent location. So the designer decided to choose the octagonal.
Indeed.
And inside that you can see that because of the octagonal shape, it provides a lot of exhibit space on the wall.
Right, there's a lot of flat space for the various pictures and paintings.
Yes, yes. And when you visit the gallery space, you can see that how those walls work. All this around on the perimeter wall, that we also provide some indirect sunlight into the space, so you feel very comfortable because it doesn't have a glare. No direct sunlight, but you can get some light and some ambient light.
So not only there are many advantages of the shape here, not only is it extra space for exhibits and various exhibitions like you mentioned, of course lighting advantages, and also the scenic view.
Yes.
You can get a kind of a panoramic shot of everything that's around the location.
When you're inside the gallery, you will not notice that because of most of them are wall.
Right.
But there's some place that you can get outside. There's a balcony that you can see outside. That I'll show you later. That once it's very impressive when you stand on those balcony and then look outside. You can see Golden Mountain, ภูเขาทอง Lan, Jisada, Badin, Plaza, and Wat Rat Nada. So you see many monuments on Ratanakosin Island.
Right, indeed. The building itself, you mentioned, it's 5 stories. Can you tell us give us a brief overview of what the layout is for each floor? How many floors are set aside for the exhibits?
Okay. On the ground floor, mainly is a arrival hall, and also we use this in many occasions as a space for opening ceremony. And part of the first ground floor on the back, we set aside about 200 square meters as for our branch. We still have one branch in this location. On the second floor to fourth floor are basically remain galleries. On the fifth floor, we use for the office, administrative office, as well as some working space. And whenever appropriate, we also have some workshop up there.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes some artists will provide some teaching, like a painting techniques or watercolor techniques to some of the people who are interested in the workshops, and that happens from time to time, or whenever appropriate.
Oh, wow.
So basically, that's all 5 floors together. That's equal to about 3,000 square meters of space.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much, Kun Pakon, for telling us about the Queen's Gallery, giving us an overview of what it's all about. I'm sure our viewers are very interested in seeing what art pieces and what exhibitions are upstairs, but you'll have to wait till after the break, and we'll be right back with more details.